Guys, I'm in Paris, the city of love, the city of building a connection with someone else. In the same way as Arne Slot walked over to Michael Oliver after the game and said, you gave them effing everything. If we lose the effing league, then I'll blame it on you. God, I love that man. If Jurgen Klopp had said that, the press would be going crazy. And I'd imagine the press are going crazy right now, but the fact that I'm in Paris means that I really don't care. And I don't think we care anyway as Liverpool fans anyway. We want our manager to go over there and speak his mind. It's probably the only time he gets to interact with some of these people. They're probably going to apologise at another time, you know. Emotions were high. If anything, Arne looked a little, not ashamed, but he looked a little, how can I put it, like, ashamed, like he didn't mean to go that far in that moment. And I kind of get that, right? But I love it. I just love Arne Slot. I love that he's got that passion. I love that he feels comfortable enough to say that to a referee who's been proven, you know, tangibly incompetent in the weeks after this. And I love that managers can have this kind of fiery, well, by the way, I'm here. So if it sounds noisy, that's because it is. And it's because if I lived in Paris, let me know, should I live in Paris and just do this every day? Just come down to the Arc de Triomphe, just above the Champs-Élysées, and speak my footballing mind. Anyway, little do you care. Anyway, point is, right, we're in a position where realistically we can only damage relationships post-game with referees. But if you're going to damage a relationship and you're going to flex on the opposition, do it like that. Having said that, what we found is that referees obviously harbour, how can I put it, like frustrating emotions, which they really seem to brew on for season after season after season, and then really don't seem to let go of, and to build an almost instant awful relationship with one of the more prominent referees in the league is probably not a strategically good idea, right? At least that's what I think. Managers, in the moment, emotions are high, but he's serving a two-match ban at the sidelines now, and if we'd have been in a slightly different situation, if Michael Oliver had have cost us the league, if we hadn't have gone back out there and railed against this, what would we be saying about that? Would we be saying it was ill-judged? Would we be saying he lost his head? Would we be saying that, well, that shows that he was looking at Arsenal over his shoulder, or whatever it is, you know? Is that how people I think at the Arsenal side are definitely going to skew this to look as, oh, see, he's worried about Arsenal. He's worried about whoever, you know? Oh, look at him, he can't hack a league title, blah, blah, blah. This shows a weak mentality, whatever. I think what he was really doing was, first of all, managers, and I think a lot of people underestimate this, are incredibly performative actors in the way that they act. I don't think they're performative, maybe they are performative naturally, but a lot of them like play this side up of themselves where they basically go, okay, I need to show the players that I care about this. I need to show the players I'm in the trenches with them. What were they saying to me at halftime? Realistically, in that game, a lot of decisions didn't go our way. I don't think he's all that wrong about that as a judgment. But that's kind of the league. That's kind of what football is. It's subjective. People will make decisions that go against you. And I guess the point is not so much, I think a lot of people miss this point, and it's a broad, overarching point of the whole season. If decisions serially go against you game in, game out, it's fine for one game to go, yeah, we didn't get the decisions in this game. But game after game after game after game, it wears you down. It's clearly had a wear on Arsenal. It's clearly taken a toll on them mentally and physically over the past couple of years, months and weeks. And it's shown in the way they now have injuries, the stress on the team, the overall wear and tear of this squad it takes its toll, is basically what I'm saying. And you can manage that, obviously, as much as you can on your side. But I think when you're at a 1% game like you are in the Premier League, these 1% margins make a big difference. So in the moment, if you win a Premier League trophy because you've massaged those 1% margins, I very much respect that. I think that's what Arne Slot is doing, both on the referee side and on the player side. But on the other side of that, if in the long run we degrade our relationships with the PGMOL, with the Premier League, with Michael Oliver, with all these things, what's the long-term cost of that? And do we realistically care about that? Or will Michael Oliver come and go, and will these memories live forever for us? Will a referee's little decisions mean nothing to us if we win a Premier League in that season? Do you know what I mean? Those are eggs broken on the way, sacrifices that we need to make, all these kind of things. And I personally feel that way. We need to make memories in the moment, and our legacy, our institution is much bigger than Michael Oliver. But as people pleasers, as people who want to make good relationships in the league, as people who want to be acknowledged as good champions, blah, 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 there is also the other way where you go, well, is it the most graceful to lose in that way? Or is it better to air your grievances behind closed doors? And part of me think it goes both ways, right? Like, broadly, we know that he knows that the players already know that he cares. He cares week in, week out. He's an incredibly intelligent, engaging, inspiring character is the word I was looking for. And it's this cocktail that I think, you know, again, people don't remember what you did in those moments. They remember the way you made them feel. And I certainly hope that's true because of my reputation on YouTube and possibly in some people, or maybe it's because of the way I made people feel. That is broadly what people remember. We'll only remember the way that Arne Slot made us feel. And we'll remember the way that a title felt. These things all merge the older you get. They all mulch into continuous memories of, do you remember that good time that I had, that good feeling, that love, that affection I felt for the team? And if Arne has the long-term vision, boy am I going with it. Boy am I in the trenches for that guy. At least as a fan. I'm not in literal trenches. I don't know which side the Dutch would be on in a world war. But it makes me feel like he's with us. Do you know what I mean? Not that that is overly commendable. Is a millionaire ever with you? Do you know what I mean? Is a millionaire ever really on your side? Or are you really just tricking yourself? What a great place to shoot a video. Look at that. We should come and do a parade here if we win something. Because boy, it looks good. I know Paris is a bit of a painful city for some Liverpool fans, so I don't want to trigger anyone. That's a genuine comment. Sorry, I wasn't being crass. What I'm saying. Anyway, Arne, we're all with him. The match ban is worth serving because we also won that game very handedly in that time, right? We looked very convincingly for Arne. We looked very convincingly dominant in that game, and it showed. The principles are soaking into the players. The ideas, the feelings, the things that he wanted to get into them have been picked up so quickly that he feels confident to act on his own now because he knows the players will be okay on their own. He knows that he's got to almost earn those players' respect constantly, and he's doing that. He's with them, you know? Anyway, I think for that very reason, we know where Arne Slot's allegiances lie. We know he's a hothead of sorts, but also, I'll be honest, guys, I think this is just the way the Dutch speak. I've met a lot of Dutch people in my life. I've spent a lot of time with the Dutch, broadly. They say the F word a lot. I think Michael Oliver misjudged it, and I think there's a cultural argument to be made here, guys. If we want to be an international league, realistically, we've got to be an international league. You've got to let the Dutch speak the way they want to speak, guys. It's true. It's also funny. But broadly, it doesn't matter anymore if we get through these games. Maybe we'll say something different on the other side. It's like, hey, we could have done with Arne Slot on the sidelines in these games. We could have done with him there making small tactical adjustments and whatever, but maybe not. Let's see how we get through these games. He's serving one against Southampton, he's already served the other one. Yeah, broadly, I'd like to know what you guys think. Hey, there's a real moment going on here, guys. I hope oh, look at that. That's lovely. Anyway, I'll leave you with this great view. Hopefully, the Arc de Triomphe is somewhere we can visit after we do something good against PSG. Preview coming out later. I love Paris so much, guys. If you're already in Paris, come find me. I'd love to chat to you. And I think broadly we know the political ramifications of this. I'll see you in a little while. I appreciate you watching the channel. If you haven't already hit subscribe, hit it. Thank you so much to Google Pixel for bringing me here. I'll see you guys later. Much love. Bye.